So when you're done and you're back at your dashboard, I told you that if you wanted to get the data on the students' answers of, if you wanted to grade those questions, you could do that. So if you hover over here and you see these three dots, in any program when you see these three dots, and Google's famous for that too, that usually means more. So if you click on that, you get some other options. So this is where you can actually share this Nearpod. So if you'd like to work with a colleague, you can share this and work on it together, just like you do with Google Docs. You can duplicate this here. So if you would like to make a copy of this Nearpod, because maybe you have something very similar and then you just want to adapt it a little bit, you can do that. So you don't have to start from scratch. This is where you can get some reports. So that's where we're going to find the students' answers. And this is where you can actually delete it all together. So if we click on reports, this is where we would get the data. We don't have any data because I didn't send this to anybody. The students didn't take this, so you're not going to see it. But this is where you would see the lessons and the usage and the answers. So this is where you could see some of that information. So I'm going to go back to my library right now. And we're going to go back into this because let's say we want to add some more to this. We want to edit it. So when I hover over it, I'll see edit. And it'll open it back up. And I was telling you that you can upload PowerPoints that you've already created, so you don't have to start from scratch again. So what you could do is, if you already have PowerPoints created, you can upload them into Nearpod, and then you can just insert slides with those activities. So what you can do is you can upload your files. It's going to bring up this window again, just very similar to the videos and the images. So if you have them saved on your computer, you would use this icon. If you have them saved in Google Drive, you would use this one. So I have a PowerPoint in Google Drive that I'm going to pull out. It's just redirecting me here, telling me it's not opening it up. So I'm going to do that and find the account. And I'm going to look for that PowerPoint. So I found the one I want. I'm going to select it. It's asking me if I want to use it as a viewer or separate slides. I'm going to click slides. And it's taking a few minutes to import all the slides. So once it puts these slides in here, you can insert in between. There it is. So it just imported. This is my Google slideshow. And you can just click and drag slides to move them. So if I click on this and move it over here, click and drag it, that's how I just change the order of them. So what I can do is I can add a slide. So the one that you are hovered over, and then if you click add, it's going to click it after that. So let's say I'm going to click on this one. And maybe whatever's on this slide after that, I want to add an activity. So I'm going to click add a slide, and I'm going to go to activity. And maybe I want to do a draw it slide. Maybe that slide is asking me to, it has a picture about the American Revolution or something to do with the rest of this presentation, and I want them to do that. So here, it's asking for this draw it slide. Do I even want to add another image to ask them about something, or just ask the question? So let's say I don't want to add another image. I'm going to say it was on the image before. So I'm going to say, draw what you think it looked like after the Boston Massacre. Okay, I'm not going to add another image for now. You can, though, if you wanted to here, but I'm asking them to draw something, so I don't want to put an image. I want them to kind of do it visually or visualization on their own. So I put a draw it slide in there. Okay, and not sure if I put it where I wanted it to, so if not, I'll just kind of stick it up in there. Okay, so this part is great for, I'm sure a lot of you have all your PowerPoints or Google slide presentations already, so you don't have to do what we were doing earlier with starting from scratch. You certainly can. That's why I wanted to show it to you, but you saw how quickly it imports slides that you already have, and then you can just insert the activities. So that would be something I think that would be really beneficial to you and save a lot of time.